You can see up by that yellow thing, it like turned into some weird type of road, and it went on really, really far. And I don't want to go that far by ourselves. So we're going back. We found some sort of old poopage here. Okay. And it looks like a cat turd. So we are just heading back to the wind trail. And we have like an hour to get back because I don't want to go that far before we get lunch and go to the Easter Carnival. I said something bit the back of my leg and it really hurts.
You always get hurt.
It's not like the kind of bite where like it's like stinging hurt, like it's like really sore.
Like a sore hurt?
Yes, like something bit and it's like really sore, like a spider bite. And oh my gosh, guys, I will tell you one of the most painful things that ever happened to me. A fuzzy caterpillar fell onto my chair and I sat on it and saw its little spine went into my leg, and it was one of the most painful things I've ever gone through.
You took a bath in the middle of the day during school.
Because we were doing schooling from home then, and it was just so painful. So don't ever touch a fuzzy caterpillar.
What was the second most painful thing, Em?
I think the second was probably when I sprained my ankle really bad when we were at the park with you guys.
Yeah.
And just, you know, it's been about like a month and a half and it still hasn't healed. So I still cannot put total weight on that leg.
It's gonna be like Dad's finger from softball.
And it collapses if I try to put too much weight in one area. And it feels like something has like come apart and is like moving around inside.
Can I say the most painful thing that happened? I'm pretty sure I broke my arm.
Yeah, Kayla almost went, she broke her arm. Didn't you also break your leg?
Oh yeah, she did break her leg.
I broke my leg after, but that was more painful.
The most painful thing that happened to me is
I can't even
And I think probably the third was when I'm
talking.
No, I need to tell the story. I was rolling around inside a laundry basket, like one of those tall ones.
Oh, when you were a baby?
It wasn't a baby, and I was playing around. And then I rolled right into a picture frame that was leaning against the wall. And then the glass got inside, and it did a big slice on top onto my elbow. And I didn't have to get real stitches, but I got butterfly stitches where it's like a sticker. And now I have a big scar, like a really big scar on my elbow. And that probably was the third most painful thing. And the fourth probably when I had tonsillitis and had to get my tonsils out.
Yeah, I remember that. It happened like at the middle of the night. And then you had that like sleep mask that smelled like bubble gum.
Yeah, because I woke up and I said my throat really hurts. And I just said probably because we were all down the shore, like our whole family was down at our shore house. And I woke up and my throat...
there?
No, like my Grammy's family.
Yeah.
And I woke up and my throat hurt really bad. And they're like, it's probably just because you slept with your mouth open. And then it continued to hurt. And then I could not swallow.
Really swollen, my dad said.
So eventually they drove me all the way home from the shore to the emergency room, and they had to give me a tray to spit in because I could not swallow anymore. And
Yeah,
that was really painful.
that because you drove home to get your stuff in it, and I gave you a hug and your Lammy. And that bubblegum mask smelled really good. And now the most painful thing that happened to me was when we were in New Hampshire on that bike ride, and I fell off, and I was sore for like 2 weeks. Yeah, I still haven't because my dad said don't use your brakes, and we were going on this really steep hill, and he said don't use your brakes, it'll be less fun.
Oh, yeah, that was on our weekend vacation.
And then I hit a bump,
You
and
also saw
I
that
fell
vlog.
over, and my elbow hit a rock. My leg was sore, and some hikers helped me out while Emma was trying to run up and get me. My dad
Yeah, because
our dad was in front of us, and our mom was behind us helping my Aunt Cindy.
yeah, because my dad went way ahead, and my Aunt Cindy, Calypso, almost tipped her over on her scooter.
Are
Because-
we forgetting that it's R?
Huh?
Did you forget it's R?
He said R.
You said my
our Aunt Cindy, and she almost tipped over, so Mom had to help her. And then Hannah was sitting there and fell off her bike.
And some random hikers helped us out, so that was nice. That's probably the only really painful.
Second poop of the day.
Except for growing up. Growing up is really
Some more
painful.
scratching.
I feel like
In some states.
I feel like when I explained an hour ago, we still have time.
Oh yeah, you can explain.
So I was at the same campground when I broke my leg.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
And then I was walking to go up onto the playground. So I wanted to try it because I've been able to do it before. And then I jumped off like this
And
little
her
thing.
leg got caught on something.
Yeah. And
And she had to ride her bike all the way back to the campsite.
and then I asked people for help and they didn't believe me, so I had to ride my bike all the
Oh,
way
there's the
back with
Post-it sign.
one foot. And I had to have the
Guys, do you have like any like fears that are like really weird? Like you're like scared of like dropping and breaking eggs? Do you have like any like weird fears like that?
I have a fear of a duck always watching.
A duck?
You can look it up. It's a film.
Okay. One of my weirdest fears is I'm really scared of really big band-aids. Because when I was little, I always used to get hurt and have to put on band-aids. And I would have to be at preschool. And they would always have to put on those really big band-aids. And I'm terrified of really big band-aids. And this is where Caitlin fell in.
Yeah, and I'm not helping.
I'm wearing boots, so hopefully it won't be as bad if I fall in. It's really slippery here.
Do you have any weird fears?
Not really.
Are you scared of losing Lammy?
Well, actually, yeah. I'm scared of losing
I'm
Riley.
scared of losing Russell, so it's not a weird fear.
It's not a weird fear. For some kids, they have a weird attachment to their stuffed animals. Me and Caitlin are one of those kids. With a strange attachment to their stuffed animals.
Because Caitlin loves her Marshall and Hannah loves her lamb.
Blandy.
And I also have a lamb. And Hannah decided to name her lamb after my lamb.
Try to run third to not get wet.
I won't run because if it's wet, it gets really slippery. Don't run where it's wet.
Okay, strange fear. Oh, I know a strange fear. I'm afraid of holes.
Clustered holes in one spot.
Trypophobia?
It's trypophobia.
Oh, it's what is it? Trypophobia?
Yeah, because it's really, really creepy. I don't like it.
Oh, the weirdest thing is when you look it up and like those people make like those fake holes all over their hands and it looks really disgusting. But it's not real, it's like fake holes that they make on.
And Caitlin looked up like weird phobias one day, and that was one of them, and it like scared me so much.
For some reason that was really popular at school. Like the clustered holes, like everyone was like looking it up.
It's not hot house.
Wait. There's another flip-flop.
Oh,
Is that the other one?
someone probably lost flip flops.
Trypophobia is not that weird.
Well, it's the only thing that I can think of. Honestly.
I've never heard of any so like thing of weird
Band-aids.
big things.
I
Because
know one thing that Em hates though. She hates plastic band-aids.
I'm not scared of those. I just hate the way they feel. I only like fabric ones. Fabric band-aids. I hate plastic
It's so
band-aids.
beautiful.
I'm not scared of them. Yeah, big band-aids are one of my biggest fears. So we're getting back to our scooters now. So we'll see you when we are doing the next activity.